Hi, everybody. I'm Trevor Joe Lennon. It's Trevor Joe Lennon's Guerrilla Radio, broadcasting live around the world. It's midnight in Tokyo. Alan, they're tuned in Japan. How cool is that?
I love Tokyo. You know, I lived there 7 years.
Yeah.
And I have very great memories of living there. Of course, I made the first glam rock record in the Japanese language. So that's pretty unusual for an American to have done that.
Yeah, Alan Merrill is joining me. Alan, you've been almost a semi-regular in the last couple of years. We did my 60 show. We did like a decade ago, and you gave me such I don't know, positive accolades on my 60 show. It's really cool to have brought you back, and you have Team Alan, of course, headed up by Ludovica.
Yes, Ludovica from England.
Yep, and then, of course, we were going to be chatting with Bob at about 11:10, okay? So you got about 9 minutes.
Okay.
Alan, I just played I Love Rock and Roll. Now, I don't want to get off on a sore note, but I still have not heard anything from Joan Jett saying, thank you, Alan Merrill, for giving me that song.
Well, you probably won't. That's, according to her former guitarist, that's the position their management team have taken on it, is to say as little as possible about the Arrows or me. And, you know, it's, I mean, in my opinion, I should have been up there with her at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
But instead, she did Crimson and Clover with Tommy James. My cousin Laura Nero's ex-neighbor at 88 8th Avenue. No, was it? Yeah, it was 88 8th Avenue back in the day when Laura was just starting out.
Alan Merrill.
He's a good guy.
Alan has teamed up with Bob Bradbury, not Ray Bradbury. I was all excited. I thought, oh man, we
are a bit science fiction, me and Bob.
We do. Bob Bradbury, not Rockaball Ferry. At 451, I thought, no, he was in a glam rock band that he's still involved with called Hello.
Bob Bradbury was a huge rock star in England in the mid-'70s. As I was, we were around the same time. In fact, our record companies were catty-corner next door to each other, Bell Records and Rack Records. And a lot of that is mentioned in the song Brothers in Rock. You know, it's sort of autobiographical about both of our careers, and I think Bob's written a real little gem there.
Last night, I mentioned this earlier. Of course, you weren't tuned in. You were sleeping, but I saw, do you know the movie Velvet Goldmine?
Yes.
Okay, you remember you sent me that video of Bob, and I said, it's snowing.
Yes, that's right.
The Velvet Goldmine, they start out with a very similar kind of video stretch with it's like feathers falling down, and I go like, holy crap, they stole that from Bob.
I have to tell you, the Sombrero Club was nothing like it was in the movie. it was underneath a Mexican restaurant run by my friend Amadeo. But what a strange thing to see it with this lovely facade in the movie when it really was just underneath a Mexican restaurant in the basement.
A Mexican restaurant in the basement, that's a good thing.
But I want to talk about Bob Bradbury. You know, we are brothers in rock in the way, in a very similar sense, in that I put out I Love Rock and Roll. It was never pushed. It was never pushed. The special was never released in the United States. In fact, my version was only released in the UK, Belgium, as the Arrows won the Best New Band in 1974 at Golden Lion Award. So we were popular in Belgium. And Bob is huge in Germany. Hello were bigger in Germany than they were in England. They had 5 top 30 records in Germany and 2 in England. So, you know, I think at one point, you can ask Bob, I think he moved to Germany for a while with the band. I'm not sure, that's a rumor I heard back in the 70s. That Hello got so fed up with their record company and England that they moved to Germany for a while.
Alan, did you guys play the same venue? Were you on the same ticket?
He was actually on my TV show in England, Hello, with Star-Studded Jam. And of the 28 TV shows we did, that's the only one that's missing. I'm trying like crazy to get a hold of that. I really want to see that.
Sounds like a conspiracy to me. Anyway,
and it was show number 4, and in Japan, number 4 is a bad luck number.
Really?
It's like number 13 here in the States or England. Yeah.
Well, I wear number 9 playing hockey.
Okay.
Number 9. Anyway, we're supposed to say hi to Corey. Is it Corey?
Hello. Hey, Corey.
Is Corey the wife, the girlfriend, the best friend? Where's Corey in all this? And she's a band member.
Corey plays bass in the new Hello.
Yeah.
And she sings, just as I have a bass player, Amy Madden, here in New York.
Amy.
You know, it's great to have a female bass player who rocks, because girls can easily hit those high harmonies. Guys strain, girls hit them with ease. So, you know, Bob and I are crafty. We both have the same concept. It's very good.
When did this process?
Anyway, Bob sent me this song 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Brothers in Rock, and he asked me if I'd duet with him on it. I said yes. I went into John Gordon's studio at Shelter Island in New York and did my bit, sent it back to him. He mixed it a few times until we came up with what he was happy with, and I think it's terrific. So, you know, apparently it went up to number 7 on the first day out on iTunes, so can't be better than that in this day and age.
No way. I've been giving you a couple 3 spins every day.
Thank you, man. We appreciate that very much.
Once again, you can get the song Brothers in Rock on iTunes, 99 cents.
Amazon now, too.
Amazon, too. 99 cents. You can download it and get that tune. And you could also look up Bob Bradbury's old band, Hello, and pick up maybe that too, New York Groove.
New York Groove, and pick up the original version, the one that Ace Frehley heard, and the one that he took into in the USA. Bob's version was never released in the USA, which probably didn't make him very happy with his record company, just as I wasn't happy with my record company for not getting behind them. I Love Rock and Roll. You know, it was our 4th single, and every single that the Arrows put out before I Love Rock and Roll made the charts. And the one that they didn't promote was I Love Rock and Roll. Go figure. Help!
Hey, can we get Bob and you to come play in the States?
We would love that. I mean, I'm sure if you ask Bob, he'll have the same enthusiasm as I do for that concept. We
could get you to play here in Tampa at Skipper's.
Yes. Last time I played in Tampa, I think, was with Meatloaf. That's going back a bit.
Okay. And then you would have to bring Amy, because I know Amy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Amy's great. And, you know, my drummer, Mark Broder, he's terrific, too. In fact, he was with a big Japanese band in the 90s, EZO, they were called. So we all have history. Yeah, so, you know, Bob, if you look in the old teen magazines, you'll see me and Bob. We were pin-ups, on TV. And it's great to, you know, reconnect with him after all these years.
We're chatting with Alan Merrill. He's talking about his best buddy, Bob Bradbury, who we're going to talk to in a couple of minutes, and we're going to talk about his version of how this all came together.
Yes, that's terrific.
I'm gonna zoom back to the tune, Alan.
All right, thanks.
And then we're going to hear from Bob in a minute or so. Okay?
May I say one thing?
Yeah.
I'm doing my first acting job since Encyclopedia Brown in a horror film called The Heart of the Reanimator. The Heart of Reanimator, directed by Dylan Mars Greenberg. I'm filming next week, so that should be fun. Anyway, yes, Brothers in Rock, go out and get it. It's a great record. You'll enjoy it. It's got all the elements of a hit, and it should be a hit.
Alan, you should say, hey, this is Alan Merrill, and you're listening to Trevor Joe Lennon's Guerrilla Radio.
All right.
Can you do that?
Yes. Tell me what I have to say again. One more time, please.
Hey, okay, your name is Alan Merrill, so you go, hi, this is Alan Merrill. You're listening to Trevor Joe Lennon on Guerrilla Radio.
Hi, this is Alan Merrill, and you're listening to Trevor Joe Lennon on Guerrilla Radio.
Well, joining me right now is you got another 90 seconds of the tune, Brothers in Rock. We just got off the phone with Alan Merrill, and of course, I got to tell you, Bob Bradbury, I was really excited. I thought we were going to talk Fahrenheit 451, but no, Bob. Bob, it's an honor to talk to you, sir. We're going to get your version on that particular song, Brothers in Rock. Your band, Hello, and I'm going to guess you heard all my references about the Velvet Gold Mine that I watched last night, and I go like, they stole from Bob.
I've never seen the film.
Oh, you need to see it. It's on Netflix, at least for a few days. So I went to your website, Bob, and I go, holy crap, you look like Rick Mayo. Come on, sing for me. Once in every lifetime.
Yeah, well, I can pull that face.
Okay, you started out playing the clubs. You were a kid, a musician, and was it glam rock first, or were you playing Buddy Holly and Elvis?
No, we was playing more like Cream.
Oh,
that sort of stuff, like Cream and The Who, or rockier stuff.
Wow.
Deep Purple, when we was playing all the clubs when we was young kids.
And what was the first club you played that you got paid for?
Oh, that's a good question. I think it was probably like a little working men's club, like a youth club sort of thing. And I think we got about £5 each.
Okay, it's like $25.
Yeah, probably something like that. Yeah, which was good money then. It was
yeah,
time ago.
This was back in the 40s, wasn't it?
No, back in 1900. That was about I don't know, 1968.
Wow. Bob Bradbury is joining us right now. We're going to get his side of Brothers in Rock, and of course, we're talking about his past. Which is still his present. Hello is still your present band of today. I discovered that you played in the Boomtown Rats and played a little bass in that band, right?
I did. Yeah, they asked me to join them. They didn't have a bass player or a singer. Huh. They said to me, "Well, can you play the bass and do the vocals?" So I said, "Yes." So I've done it for about 2 years, and then their bass player came back, and so did Bob. So I was out of a job.
Oh.
But it was good while it lasted.
Yeah, and of course, your girlfriend is in your band. Hello.
Yeah, she's the bass player. Yeah. Yeah. So we have some fun.
What was the starting point for this band? Hello. When did it all begin? How did you get the guys together?
I was at school, and I used to play just an acoustic guitar, and I wanted to get a band together. So I just asked people, friends and family, and my parents, and my mum used to be a dinner lady at school with Jeff Allen, who was the drummer of the band. She was doing the school dinners with his mum, so I went round to see him, and I went round actually to speak to a guy called Chris, who played bass, because I needed a bass player, and that was Chris from Ultravox Cross.
Yeah.
Jeff was there, and he said, listen, I'm too old really to play bass for your band, but my brother feels like playing the drums. So I said, okay, well, let's get Jeff involved. So I bought a drum kit and taught Jeff to play the drums. Then there was another kid at school called Keith who couldn't play guitar, but my friend said, "Man, he looks great. He'll be really good in a band." So after a while, I convinced him to play guitar. And at that time, it was just we had drums and 2 guitars and no bass. And we gigged like that for probably about 3 years. And then I thought there's something missing here. There's something not quite right live. And then suddenly decided, it's that sort of lower notes. Let's get a bass player. And so this kid who's 3 doors along from Jeff, I knocked on his door and said, "Do you fancy playing a bass guitar?" So he said, "Yeah, okay." I said, "Well, buy one and I'll teach you to play it." And that was it. That was the start of the band.
Bob, your story sounds like U2.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, because all the guys had to kind of learn how to play, and they learned how to play, and then they were making records.
That's right. Yeah, we just learned how to play. We done any gigs, and it was just lucky that there was a friend, or Russ Ballard's brother, saw us playing in the club, and said to Russ, "You need to come and see these guys because they're really good." So I was just playing one of these silly clubs for £20. That all of a sudden we had a record deal, which is fantastic.
Wow. Bob Bradbury's in the phone right now. We're discovering all about Bob. You can check out his website. Did you like how I posted up your website there?
Oh, I love that. Keep at it, Trevor. Keep at it, mate.
Okay. What we're doing is talking about Bob, his formation of the band Hello. And, of course, he ran into Alan Merrill many, many years ago, but they kept their friendship going. So what is your take on this song, Brothers in Rock? How did everything come about? And you reached out to Alan. Was it kind of blind reaching out, or did you have something in mind?
No, it was just, we've been friends for ages. Mm-hmm. And, you sort of have a chat on Facebook, and then you don't say any more for a while, and Alan's always said, we're brothers in rock. He's always said that. So my girlfriend said to me one day, Corrie, turned around and said, why don't you write a song, for you and Alan? And I said, well, I don't know. And I said, well, then I suddenly thought, it'd be a great idea to call it Brothers in Rock, because that's what Alan's always saying. So I sat down and wrote it, and I sent it to Alan and said, do you fancy some of this? And he was jumping up and down. He said, oh, yeah, I'll definitely have some of that. So I recorded this stuff over there and sent it back over here, and I mixed it. So it was my girlfriend's idea, really, but I wrote it. So she's getting no commission on the royalties for that.
Bob, is there an album? Are there more tunes to come?
Well, it would be nice. Me and Alan need to have a chat and see where we're going to go from here, but there's so many people buying it and so many people love the idea of it. It's a real shame we didn't do it in the 70s, because as Alan rightly said, with these two gorgeous pin-up guys, you should have been doing a duo together. I think he'll back me up on that one.
It's Bob Bradbury. Check out his website. What is it? BobBradbury.com? No, it's
That's right. Yeah.
helloband.com.uk, correct?
No, BobBradbury.com or helloband.co.uk.
Yes, I got that. I got it pulled up here. I see pictures of you, and man, you were the double in the Young Ones, weren't you? You were.
Rick. It's really, I do his face sometimes, and people do think I look like him.
Did you know Rick?
No, I never knew Rick. No, I should have been his brother. I should have been his brother in rock.
So you saw the Beatles play in England, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever hang out with Paul McCartney?
No, I never knew any of the Beatles at all. No.
Really?
It's a real shame. It would have been nice to say, yeah, I know Paul, but I'd be lying.
What about Pete Best? Pete Best is still floating around. He did my show a few weeks ago.
Oh, did he? No, I've never met Pete Best either.
Oh, man! Pete Best and I are buddies. Good grief. Come on, man.
Really? I'll tell you, I've met Alan Merrill. He's a great bloke.
Yeah, Alan's pretty good.
Yeah. And he's got some great tracks out there as well. You should check out his website.
Bob Bradbury, the band is Hello. The new song out from Alan Merrill and Bob Bradbury, it is called Brothers in Rock. And we're going to try to get the guys to write some more tunes and then go on tour, and then you'll come to Florida and play. How about that?
That sounds absolutely fantastic. I'll start writing as soon as I put the phone down.
All right. Bob, thank you so much for your time. We'll be chatting again in the not-too-distant future, okay?
Fantastic, Trevor. Cheers, mate.
All right. Take care, sir.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Cheers.